What's good, Virgo? Welcome back to Divinity Gems. Got your reading coming up for November 12th through the 18th. Using a new deck, the Arcane Tarot. Timothy Lance, it's by. Do a couple final shuffles for you. Get your 9-card spread out for the week. And then I'm using the Conscious Spirit Oracle deck this morning. All right, pulling your 9-card spread. And bottom of the deck is the 10 of Wands in reverse. It's a whole lot of negative thinking there. In reverse. See how this is going into your reading. The Tower has fallen. Therefore, not worried anymore. You're not worried anymore after this Tower. It's going to fall if it has not fallen for you this week. There's a Tower moment. And there is a Queen of Cups. Along with this Tower moment. Rounding off that last card was the 3 of Swords in reverse. It's heartbreak. Traditionally, it's heartbreak. I was trying to see what exactly was on this card, but there are 3 swords there, and you do see the heartbreak in reverse. So we got a Tower moment, Virgo, coming emotionally for you here to bring you something that you desire. And you're over negative thinking about it. And it's not a heartbreak situation. Ooh. Let's keep going. The Devil's in reverse. This is getting good. The Devil's in reverse, Virgo. Devil's in reverse. The 8 of Wands. It might be her. It might be the Queen there. 3 of Wands in reverse. Finishing off this middle row. It's going in the right direction, Virgo. Three of Wands in reverse is sometimes like a business venture that doesn't work out. It's an interesting depiction on this as well. I don't like to use the book, but I kind of want to know. We'll come back to that. I'm going to clarify that. Definitely Devil being in reverse is you, I feel here, Virgo. The mind up there, them skulls in your head all day is in reverse, which is great. King of Cups, in reverse, though. But the Queen of Cups is upright here. He is, he's in a more daydreamy state than her to me. He's deeper in his feelings than she is, and she's the female, though she's the female, he is the King of Cups. So when it's in that energy, he is the king of being in his feelings. Then he would be the king of being in his feelings. He's in reverse, no longer just sitting in that type of energy, but you really look at their faces, you see the difference. Like she's in a more peaceful state of mind about being ready for something to be in that cup. He's in a more stressful state of mind. Like he just almost feels like he can't even have it. But she knows she can have it. And she waits for it. Like she got no doubt it's coming. He's more looking at the conflict and the stress of, is it coming or not? That's the difference between the two of them. So I like that you're sitting in this energy versus this energy. Seven of Swords. Sometimes our thinking, again, it's about being in your head, but it's the bird as he carries that sun right there to me in his beak, like he's going to make sure he focuses on the positive versus the negative in his head. And with that Ten of Wands, in reverse, I think you're getting there. Knight of Swords is also out to me. Mentally understanding what you want after this Tower moment and what you don't want, with the Devil being in reverse. And that is in love, I feel. Clearly understanding what you want and what you don't want, what you need, what's good for you. Let's get a little more clarity. Let's clarify this Tower moment. Tower moment for the Virgo spirit. Ooh, that Hangman. Definitely changing your thinking. And I feel you changed it there from the King of Cups to the Queen of Cups. You adjusted your thinking about what you want and need in love. Came out with the Four of Swords. Instead of that Ten of Wands type of energy, it's a more relaxed type of just thinking about it. Four of Swords is an easy mental energy. Queen of Wands in reverse and the Fool card in reverse. The Fool card in reverse to me this is a different type of Fool card. It's not the guy stepping out with the little dog stepping out to the new. Though he is going through the new, he or she. There's masks all over this card. That's the first thing I noticed about this Fool card. There's masks. I don't know if he's upright, but you see a mask up there, you see a mask down there. He's got that kind of Joker court jester type of, okay, so the Fool card, but he's got the mask on, and I feel like with this Fool card in reverse, you are willing to take your mask off, Virgo. You're willing to take your mask off because you went from the King of Cups to the Queen of Cups. I think there's a different view of emotions here. And that was the Hangman moment. That was the changing of how you view emotions. And now the perception of you being ready to allow someone to fill this cup versus really wanting it, but having the wrong perception of it. So here, I just feel like he stays in his feelings. Here, because of her energy, she's allowing the energy to come towards her. And so it will. When you sit in this energy, it kind of blocks the energy from coming towards you. It's all about your perception of love. And I think the masks are coming off, Virgo. Sailing here with that Six of Swords. Sailing towards the new. Mentally, this is a peaceful spot to be in. There is no mental stress here. And I think, Virgo, you're getting over mental stress. With this Four of Swords, I saw that as well. Because these two together add up to 10 swords, and that is definitely negative thinking. And now you have learned to think differently. You've learned to think differently. And that's going to balance back out your emotional side. It's going to balance it back out. All right, Two of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. That's work right there you put into me. You put in work to make yourself stronger. Two of Swords is all your willpower to me. Well, that's Two of Wands. Two of Swords is usually your choice. But you mentally choosing, to me. Mentally choosing to work on your perception. Mentally work on your perception. And when these Tower moments happen, they happen to show you something. And you were able to see it. I think you were able to see it. And you were willing to change your perception. And you were willing to take that mask off. And then this overall, I feel like, is your energy here. Best showing your energy here of what you are in right now. Of just Queen of Cups. My emotions are controlled, but I'm not afraid of them. And I'm not worried about the past here any longer. I'm just hopeful for the new, hopeful for the future, especially with this Six of Swords being out. Definitely peace of mind here to me over what you want to do. Clear Eight of Wands. This is power behind what you want to do as well, which is why I think you are just at peace with it right there. Pull you one more clarifier, overall energy. Virgo moving forward for the week. New energy for Virgo moving forward through the week. Then those flip out nicely. Five of Wands in this deck. Got the little green monster there. He's got some personal battles that he went through. I can tell. It's a dark side of him. Because usually Five of Wands has other people and a bunch of other conflict going on. You fighting other people's energy. And this deck is more personally to your own fight. The dark side within, fighting the monster within, the internal conflict that we had. Because he's a warrior there. He's got that warrior brand on his chest. He's been through the battle there. He's a warrior. But where the mask was, I feel like, and now with this Fool card in reverse, that mask has been taken off so that you know that the world is not this scary. It's not this scary. I think the mask is coming off. Six of Pentacles in reverse as well, because there was not that balancing out of those two sides. I think those two sides now are becoming balanced inside as you mentally start to understand things more, not stress versus relax and think. There's a difference between thinking in a stressed way and thinking in a relaxed, peaceful way to gain clarity. And being here definitely keeps you at peace. Keeps you at peace. I think overall, that was your reading. But I think overall, it is getting that mental clarity sometimes that we need to be able to flip that in our head to be at peace. So it's knowing. Once we have that mental clarity, you know what it is, then you can mentally take yourself out of conflict. But being in it and trying to flip it is hard. It's hard. We're going to pull a conscious spirit. Definitely took some work on your part because it's there. The inner work is there. Seven of Pentacles. The inner work is there. But the Tower also failed too. So an interesting week for you. But I think at the end of it, being very peaceful and being at peace with your emotional side. Conscious spirit on my Virgos. Got two for you guys. I am grateful for everyone and everything in my life and the lessons each brings. Good stuff. This is gratitude. Number 4. She's in peaceful surroundings, but the new light has come to her. I really do feel like that, Virgo. You've got a new understanding, a new perception on life, and you are in the gratitude mode of just being grateful for the things around you, the people around you, just the good in your life versus focusing on the bad in your life. I think that's what's going down. All about changing your perception. That 10 of Wands started off your read in reverse. Changing your perception from negative to positive. Being grateful for the little things. And then meditation. I'm meditating daily to allow universal wisdom to flow through me, which is what is flowing through her on this picture. There is the universal wisdom there flowing through her. When we are still, when we are in that 4 swords energy, when we are chilling at peace, and there's a lot of nudity on these cards because this is when we're honest. This is when we're true, naked and unafraid to tell the truth, to show the real side of us. When the masks come off.